Hi guys, this is Eroto Kakaroto, and I would like to apologize in advance because I know that my English is broken, that my pronunciation is bad, and that you'll have a hard time listening to me. But I have to do this. Sony is now in full censorship mode, and many Japanese games have been affected because of this. For me, it started when Omega Labyrinth Z was not only censored, but banned completely for Western release, slapping PQ in the face. And that left me thinking, what happened? I have the original Omega Labyrinth and Omega Labyrinth Z, both Japanese, and for me there's nothing wrong with them, so it was odd. But I came to the conclusion, without searching at my ad, that somehow PQ had made something wrong. But it never crossed my mind that Sony had a problem with the game itself, because I was pretty sure that it was going to be M-rated. As I said, it was odd, but I let it go. Then the Senran Kagura renewal debacle happened, and everything became clear. Sony had been working in the shadows for a while to censor games. Sony dared censoring a game that has been available in the West on the Nintendo 3DS for more than 5 years. How crazy is that? And that was it for me. Sony made its position crystal clear at that moment. Exit was asked at the last minute to remove the intimacy mode from Senran Kagura Renewal. The game was finished and ready to go, but Sony decided to stab Exit in the back, one of its business partners, a small one, but nonetheless a business partner, and made them delay the game and absorb the cost for the extra time and money spent censoring a game that the ESRB had already said that it was good to go. Sony relocated its HQ headquarters to California from Tokyo in 2016. So it was only a matter of time before they started to mess things up. With the new regulations in place, Japanese developers need the permission of Sony California, not Sony Japan, to publish a game not only in America, but in Japan as well, which means that Sony California decides what is appropriate for Japan and what is not, and what Japanese games are appropriate for people in America and all over the world. Not even Nintendo does that. Nintendo of America handles censorship in America, courtesy of Treehouse, and Nintendo of Japan handles censorship in Japan. Sony California now decides what Japanese gamers play, and that's going too far. It's too much. Different countries and different cultures do and enjoy different things. Also, Sony is asking Japanese developers to plead their approval only in English, making the process even more difficult for developers whose staff only speak or write in Japanese. I have even read about Japanese devs setting up meetings in daytime in the United States in order to communicate with California, while in Japan it's 3 or 4 in the morning. What is going on? Sony had everything. AAA games, niche games, and everything in between. But Sony California decided to create trouble and frustration where there were none. These actions will only anger and annihilate a part of the PlayStation fanbase. And before anyone says, no problem at all. AAA games bring the money, not your loot weird games. Well, I got news for you. gamers that enjoy the type of game that Sony California is now censoring also buy AAA games. What a surprise! If you lose our business for problematic games, you also lose our business for AAA games. Sony California is censoring games more heavily than the ESRB and its Japanese equivalent. We already have rating systems. Sony California, in its crazy mind, has taken up the job, the responsibility to clean the industry, to get rid of evil, sick content, to make gaming safe, and thus making a world a better place to game. Well, Sony California, I don't buy your BS. I don't want it, and I don't need it. It's just video games. I'm not going to do in real life what I do in games. Video games are an escape to relax, kill time, or take your mind off things. The list of games that Sony has censored is growing. So far, according to one angry gamer, we have Art of the Alchemist, Brave Neptunia, only censored in PS4. You can enjoy the uncensored version for the Switch. Catherine Full Body. It's not confirmed, it's possibly censored, but let me tell you this. If your wife undergoes serious surgery and the doctor comes out and you ask him, did you save her? And he says, well, I did as much as I could. That means he didn't save her. Now, when Atlus was asked if Sony's censorship or new regulations were going to affect the game in any way, or if it's gonna be censored essentially, and then Atlus responded, well, we went as far as we could. Well, that means that they didn't go as far as they would have wanted to. Therefore, they self-censored themselves. So, I think it's gonna be censored. Now, let's continue with the list. Conception Plus, Date Alive Real Reincarnation, Dead or Alive Extreme 3 Scarlet, censored for the PS4, but for the Switch it's uncensored. But what is so crazy about this game is that, the previous version, Dead or Alive Extreme 3 for the PS4, is uncensored. It has more content that Dead or Alive Extreme 3 Scarlet that is about to come out. How crazy is that? Anyway, continuing with the list. Dragon Star Barnier, Game Tengoku Cruising Mix, Haruoto Alice Graham, Mary Skelter 2, Nekopara Volume 1, Nora to Ouju to Noraneko Heart, Omega Labyrinth Z, PlayStation Static and Dynamic Themes, Saku Saku Love Blooms with the Cherry Blossoms, Silverio Trinity, Senran Kagura 7. Oh, not Senran Kagura 7. Man, that hurts. Senran Kagura Burst Renewal, Super Seducer. It's banned, but why did they ban this game? It's funnier than it is anything else. It doesn't offend anyone, you know, you're going to have a lot of fun playing the game, really. Perhaps you're not going to learn how to pick up women, because no, I mean, when you pick up women, what matters is your attitude, how you look, how you say what you say, and your overall energy, let's say. So I don't understand why Super Seducer was banned. But anyway, continuing with the list. Williams Pinball Volume 2. Yuragi Sou no Yuna-san. And the list keeps growing. No one, and I mean no one, benefits from this censorship except the moral authoritarians. The devs lose money, Sony loses money, they are doing great for now, so they don't care, and the gamers are faced with buying a censored game with content removed or not buying the game at all. My choice. I don't get it. Extreme violence is cool. Lesbian kissing is alright. Running people over or stab them to death is acceptable. Shooting them in the head is totally awesome. And loot box microtransactions that essentially break the game or make it a pain to play is not a problem. The hypocrisy of Sony has no limits. If you don't agree with what Sony is doing, I urge you to do something. Let the Japanese companies know that you enjoy their games and that you will keep supporting them on other platforms. Tell the people that might be interested about what Sony California is doing. Give a like to videos that talk about it and make a comment if you want. Or even better, do a video yourself to better express what you feel. And the most important thing is vote with your wallet. That way, at least, you will always have peace of mind. Gamers just want to be left alone. We do what we have to do, and then we just want to relax and play video games. In my case, watch anime as well. Being a PlayStation gamer for a long time, I'm having a bad time dealing with this situation. But enough is enough. Sony California has gone too far. Any sort of loyalty that I had for the PlayStation brand is dead.